So my name is Meggy and I'm sharing my story with you for Coming Out Day and Teen Vogue. So when I was in college, I came out to my parents at, I guess, 20 years old. My best friend played volleyball with me, and she was gay herself. We had like our talks and stuff. We went back and forth for a while, and it wasn't necessarily like a realization for me. It was something that I think in the back of my mind, subconsciously, I always knew. Like, I had crushes on like female teachers when I was younger. You know, just little innocent stuff like that, but I didn't really embrace it. And once I got to college, I started to kind of come into my own being, I guess, more or less you could say. And that experience was just amazing, more or less, because I don't know where I would be today if I didn't really embrace that side of me, I guess is the best way to put it. But anyways, so I'm gonna kind of break down the labeling system, because for me, I never really identify with a label. I've dated guys before, you know, I've loved men. My father raised me. I have a respect for men and for what they do for our society. But with that being said, in society, there are a lot of concepts and expectations and stuff like that. And for me, once I got to the point where I knew what I want and where I knew what made me happy, that was it, you know, like there was really no fear in my heart necessarily for the judgment, for people to say things, you know, to kind of defer me or to bring me down, I guess, you know, because I knew that loving women, being with a woman, that was something for me that made me happy, you know. And at the end of the day, you really can't depend on people necessarily. You can't depend on material things. I mean, careers bring a lot of fulfillment in life, but I think that love and self-love and real love are the main goal, at least for me. So my best advice, I guess I could say, is to just really know what it is that you want, and don't really take into consideration, I guess, anyone else, because that is where you get lost. My father was like my biggest support system, so once I got to the point where I wasn't worried about anyone else's opinions and anyone else's judgment, I knew that support system was enough to carry me through. Like, I mean, you face things, you face obstacles, you face downfalls and ups and downs in life, but if you have that support system behind you, there's nothing else to worry about. So I really wish that the LGBTQ community had something similar, just a support system, because there are so many times where I felt like really alone in my coming out process and identifying who I was, and it really doesn't need to be like that at all. And I know that now, but of course retrospect is 2020, so looking back, yes, I know that. But my advice to anyone like that would to be find people who are similar, who have similar likes and interests as you, because that's where you find your comfort zone, and that's where you can really flourish into your own being. And I feel like that's really important. So you can follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram at money_Meggy, Meggy. Thank you very much.